All right, guys. Continue working on the JS550 750 swap here. Got the intake manifold put on. Got the engine bed plate back on. If you guys watched the last video, got the crankcase vents tapped and plugged. Got the adapter done as well. Again, I used a tap, and I think it was a 20 by 1.5. Stock is like an 18 mil. So got that done and on there, tightened up. Built the block off plate on this side. So I believe that's it. Removed these two studs that were in here that are longer on your 750. They stick out too far, so put the studs out of the 650 in here. Put a block off here. Again, this one had dual cooling at one point, different head. I'm not going to run that head on any ski. Maybe in the future, but for right now, we're going to go with this. So this is basically ready to drop in the hole now. Only thing I've got to work out is the electronics. I think the exhaust is pretty well ready to go. Outside of a new exhaust gasket for here. Yeah, I think that's it. And then my fill cap over here on my fuel tank. I still got to get that coming. So that, I believe, is it. So I'm going to go ahead, get this in the hole, get it shimmed up, get it where it needs to be, mounted into the PTO and bolted down, hopefully for the last time. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. I need to figure out the water lines real quick so I don't have to mess with that. I'm trying to get into here. I think I should be able to before I put the exhaust on, but I want to get all that ran from the pump before I get this too far in the hole, because I have a feeling this exhaust, I'm trying to get all this mounted up and in here. With that fuel tank, it's going to be interesting. I may have to go find me a stock 550 tank. I'm a little concerned that that tank isn't going to give me the room that I need to slip it back in there. And I'm also worried about the heat off the exhaust, but we'll see. May not be an issue. Looks like that one at some point has gotten hot, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this dropped in the ski here, and we will cut back here in a minute. All right, guys, so I started kind of messing with the wiring here. So I believe that one in the back there, I think that was off of a 550, I believe. That's what that wiring back here came out of. This here came out of a 650. Yeah, I'm almost positive. This is the one out of my 650 SX. Coils mounted, above it here. I'm trying to remember how this all went together again. It's been a minute. I think the cover, maybe these aren't the right coils for it. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is out of the 650 that I had. That over there is out of, I believe, a 550, and this is my 750. This is what hooks up to it, which I've got plugged in right here. And I'm trying to, basically what I want to do is just get this down to the brain board here, or the computer. The regulator, rectifier, basically your voltage regulator. I'm going to do away with the fuses here. I need to do away with a bunch of this because this all went to the trim, your cat system, all that good stuff that this ski had originally. There's some of that's I need to get rid of, and then I want to keep my coil wires here, which shouldn't be that big a deal to pull off. So basically what I'm trying to figure out is how I can get all of this mounted. Honestly, what I want to do is put this in a smaller box. Just not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I may just yank all the crap I don't need and just clean it up. The one thing I'm missing my starter solenoid right here. So I'm probably going to yank it out of one of these, most likely this one here. I think they're the same setup. Looks like it anyway. So I'm going to yank it, put it in here, and then I've got the cover for this over there. I thought I had, but I must have stole the starter solenoid out for another starter or something. I don't know. Or another ski. But anyway, I'm gonna try to work through this one. I'm actually gonna go get the wiring diagram for this particular ski, and then I should be able to sit down and go through and clean up what I don't want or don't need on this ski, and get it all kind of simplified here. Because again, I don't want all this junk. Again, I'm not gonna have trim, which is what some of this is going to, and the other part of this goes up. I think the handlebars with the cat system is up on the controls for it, and then that went back to the box or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, I want to get that cleaned up. I have not put the motor in the ski yet. Actually, I kind of wanted to strap it down to the bench, or basically just see if I can get the crank over down here and make sure I have spark before I get all this in there. It'd just be a lot easier to get everything organized and ready out here. And I need to get my other dolly out here right now. I've got another ski on it. So I need to get it off to get this ski on it, because right now I can't open the lid. The pole won't go up in this building. So yeah, once I get that all situated and get this going, then I'll get that put in there. But I want to work through all this wiring real quick, and I'll cut back and kind of let you guys know here in the next, might be a day before I get all that figured out, but I'll let you know what I did and how I made it all work. So anyway, I will get back with you guys shortly. So I didn't record a whole lot of this, mostly because it is super hot out here tonight. So got the motor in, got it bolted down, got the exhaust all hooked up, pretty much got everything, got the tank goes in awesome. I was a little bit concerned how easy it was going to be to get this tank in and out of here, but yeah, no problems at all. Plenty of clearance there with the tank, so shouldn't have any problem. The only thing I need to find is a strap to hold the fuel tank down. Being it's oversized, I think I can probably come up with something. Worst case scenario, I'm sure I can make something that'll work. Maybe take 2 straps and hook them together or something, but somewhere I've got some straps out of some other skis and different things, so I think I can make that work. And outside of that, like I said, the exhaust is all the way to the back. Everything's plumbed in. I'm working on the electrical. I think there's going to be plenty of room for me to be able to mount that electrical right here. I believe I may try to make like a little bracket off of here. I don't know if you guys can see that, sorry. A little bracket off of here, because that tray is about, I don't know, 2.5 inches, 3 inches. So I think there's plenty of room to get it out here and bolt it straight up and down and use the 750 bracket there. So, and I think it'll all clear pretty easy, I believe. Let me grab this and kind of show you guys what I'm looking at here. I'll take all this crap off of it. But basically, mounting it just like that. Again, when I take all that off, I should have plenty of clearance, I believe, to make that fit right in there. After I pull all this junk, I'll leave the fuse holder on there, but there should be plenty of room in between there. There's nothing else going over here. The battery will be there, so should be able to make that fit in there. I still need to get kind of the wiring figured out. I've got a diagram on the ZXi, and then I've got a diagram basically on a stock 750, like a, it would be like an XI without all the trim and all the crap. So I'm kind of comparing those two, and then we'll delete the stuff I don't need. I know at one point I had this ski running off of this box, just bypassing a bunch of junk. So I'm pretty sure I can do the same thing. I just need to make sure I get the kill switch wires here and the starter switch wired up, because I'd like to just keep the, I may not actually, to be honest with you guys. I think I may end up running the 750s controls over there. I think one of those is off the 750, the other is off of a, oh shoot, I don't remember. Maybe off of the ZXi 1100. I don't remember. It's been a while since I pulled a lot of this stuff. So I think this throttle here, this might be the throttle that I have to go with. Also has the choke on it. I need to, like I said, guys, I gotta figure out what I've got, what I don't have anymore. I've got the air box, I've got the gasket for that. The carbs are up there. I think I've got everything now to put this together. I'm still waiting on that nut to show up for the fuel tank, and then I will extend these. I may have to do something different here too. I was just gonna put a filter at the bottom and run one hose and let it, basically a fuel line hang in the bottom, and just put like a filter like that's on a lawnmower or whatever. They got those little filters that go in the bottom, and hopefully that would hold it down there or weight it to where it'll hang in the bottom. And then the other just as a vent is all I was gonna do. I think that'll work, but we'll see. Yeah, and really close to having this one ready to fire. I really think here in the next day or two, I should have the electrical figured out. Again, once I get the electrical figured out, the rest of it's pretty straightforward. So I should be able to hopefully make this thing fire. So I got the engine mounted. Not sure where I left off in the last video. I do have the carbs. I'm getting ready to put them on. They're up there on the bench. I'm trying to get all the cooling lines here. I'm actually short a couple hose clamps. So I got to get, I think I'm short 3. Yeah, got these 2 and then one down here on the exhaust. I may have them somewhere. I've got to go find them, but about got all the cooling lines done. I got to get this piece in here put back on, keep my wires and stuff off my PTO. I think it's in a box or on a shelf. I'm not sure. I know it's around here somewhere, or I may have to yank the one off of the 650 over there underground. Either way, get that thrown on there, keep all my wiring and stuff safe. I've got to get a battery for it, and I've set the fuel tank in there, but I haven't got quite got it figured out yet. So this is actually a cap off of a ZXi 11, or I don't know if this came off an 1100 or a 900, but anyway, this is the cap off of it. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is actually, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I should be able to cut that center out with a hole saw right here, and or even drill a hole in there. But I think that will fit perfect in there. So it's going to be kind of the plan, is to cut this out to where it'll fit right over the top of that, since I already have it, and it should seal down nicely. And then, like I said, the only other thing I need to do here is get my extensions, my tubes to go in here, and I'll probably just keep this as a little vent up on the top. And probably, honestly, we'll see. I may run the return back into this one, cap them. I'm not real sure how this is all going to play out yet, but we'll worry about that when it gets closer to running the fuel lines. But it's pretty much about all I lack here. The electrical I've got somewhat figured out here. I did get a new solenoid for the starter, so I've had it hooked up, but I don't have a battery currently to crank it over and test it. But I really wanted to make sure I had spark, get my kill switch and my ignition here wired into this box. They should both be able to go in, well, one into this whole white one here. You can see I don't have anything on it, and then I should be able to yank, I don't know if I'm going to be able to yank both of these for sure, one of them, because I think these are just to the trim system and some of that crap. So I think I can pull those out and then bring both of these wires into the box, and this would give me my start and my kill switch. So I should be able to wire both of these in to this box and finish cleaning up the rest of this. I do have the wiring schematics for a 750. This is actually a 750 like that would come in a stand-up. So quite a few, or quite a, like the computer here, there's quite a few wires that aren't in this system. I think a lot of it's due to the trim and some of the other crap that's on this system. So you guys can see here's your igniter here. I mean, you guys can see all the wires coming out of that versus the simplified version here of your CDI or igniter, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to continue working on this. I'll probably add to the end of this video. Again, I know these videos are probably getting longer, but trying to make content. Hopefully I will have this ski in the water this weekend. This is July 31st. So hopefully August 6th, I think it's the Saturday, something like that. Hopefully the ski will be in the water then, and maybe I'll even do some shorts on it or something, but that's kind of the goal. Get it in the water before winter and just see how it does. But anyway, cut back in a little bit.